Alright, let's just get right into it. The Magic are my favorite young team in the East this season. And the Magic are my favorite young team in the East this season is because of Paolo Banchero, who they took with the #1 overall pick in the draft. During his only season at Duke, Paolo averaged 17.2 points per game, 7.8 rebounds per game, 3.2 assists per game, shot 47.8% from the field. He shot 33.8% from three. He also has great post footwork. The part of his game that I think people underrate the most is his playmaking. He is already good at reading and manipulating defenses. He knows how to manipulate the backside defender with his eyes to create an opening for his teammates to cut to the basket. And he's good at using his offensive gravity to create open looks for his teammates, whether that's an open layup or open dunk or an open three-pointer. Paolo still does have to work on his defense like most rookies coming into the league, but he has all the physical tools to be an effective defender at the NBA level. There are times when Paolo shows effort on defense, and when he does show that effort, he has the ability to be an effective defender and guard wings and some centers. He has also shown that he can be a great leader. You could tell in Summer League that even though he was the youngest on that Summer League team, that his teammates would follow his lead, and he would always talk to his teammates on the court and tell them what they can do better. And whenever he was on the bench, he was always cheering his teammates on and being the loudest on the bench and giving great energy even though he wasn't in the game. Another reason I like this team so much is Franz Wagner. Last season, he was one of the best cutters in the NBA, and his cutting ability is going to go perfectly with Paolo's already good playmaking ability. Also a solid three-point shooter last season, shooting 35% on 3.4 attempts last season. In games when he shot 15 or more field goal attempts, he averaged 23.5 points per game, 5.3 rebounds per game, 3 assists per game, 49.8% from the field, 38.5% from three, and 82% from the free throw line. Whenever Franz was more aggressive, his efficiency did not go down even though the talent on the roster last year was not that great. Defensively, Franz still has room to improve, but with his length, you can have Paolo play the small ball 5, and you can have Franz play at the power forward position. The more Franz develops, I can see him being one of the best second options in the NBA. The reason is Wendell Carter Jr., who last season averaged 15 points per game, 10.5 rebounds per game, 2.8 assists per game, and a block per game, while shooting 52.5% from the field and shooting 32.7% from three on 3.5 attempts per game. He has also improved his ability to attack off the bounce. Whether attacking off the bounce means getting into a pull-up or attacking and driving to the basket, he can also grab the rebound and in the fast break be the trail man and catch it and hit the three-pointer. He is also one of the best passing big men in the league. Defensively, he's one of the best rim protectors in the league. Now when you throw all those skills together and you can put Paolo and Franz, you now have 3 guys that are 6'9" and above that are incredibly skilled offensively and now gives you a lot of length and size on the defensive end. Even though Fultz missed the majority of last season with an injury, when he did play, he showed he was a good mid-range shooter, and he showed that he was a good playmaker as well. NBA University made a tweet saying, leaders in high-value assists per 75 possessions, resulting in open rim, threes, and free throws. And last season, first was Trae Young with 9.64, but second, surprisingly, was Markelle Fultz with 9.60. And Markelle Fultz was ahead of guys like Luka, who's a very great playmaker, Darius Garland, Harden, LaMelo Ball, Nikola Jokic, Draymond Green, Ricky Rubio, and DeJounte Murray. If Fultz can stay healthy, he can be a great complementary piece on this team. Also, Cole Anthony, that averaged 16.3 points per game, 5.7 assists per game, and 5.4 rebounds per game, and almost a steal per game. If he can improve his efficiency, he can be a great six-man and be the guy that gives the team a scoring punch whenever they need it. Next, Jalen Suggs. Last season averaged 11.8 points per game, 3.6 rebounds per game, and 4.4 assists per game, with 1.2 steals per game. He did not shoot well at all from the field or from deep last season, but he did shoot 77% from the free throw line, which shows he has the potential to be a decent shooter in the future. And it's likely he cuts down his turnovers as well from last season because he won't have to do as much. NBA University made another tweet using all-in-one defensive metrics, and the Magic had 8 players total on that graph, 4 on the right side and 4 closer towards the middle. If you're on the right side of the graph, that means you do really well guarding other team stars. The 4 players the Magic had on the right were Wendell Carter Jr., Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, and Gary Harris. Having 8 players on the graph is already a good thing, but having 4 on the right side, which means that they're good defenders, is a very good thing for a young team to have. They're also going to get Jonathan Isaac back this season. He has incredible length at the height of 6'11". He has missed the past 2 seasons with recovering from an ACL injury. If he can stay healthy, he can give the Magic all NBA level defense while coming off the bench. And that just gives the Magic even more defensive versatility. Gary Harris and Mo Bamba, the Magic were able to bring both back during free agency. Harris is a good 3-and-D guy that can give very good defense and good 3-point shooting, while Mo Bamba can be a great backup center and provide good rim protection and provide the ability to space the floor. Last season, he shot 38% from 3 on 4 attempts per game. Also, I like their second-round draft pick, Caleb Houston, who can be a great 3-and-D wing for them. A potential starting lineup of Fultz or Cole Anthony at the 1, Jalen Suggs at the 2, Franz at the 3, Paolo at the 4, and Wendell Carter at the 5. Starting lineup has a little bit of everything from scoring to playmaking and has upside defensively. I can see the Magic making a jump and being a play-in team this season. But let me know in the comments how y'all think the Magic are going to do this year. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. More content on the way.